Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Kevin from MacBooks. Today I'm going to show you guys how to start an LLC in New Jersey. And I also created a full guide for this as well, in case you want to see like a paper copy of this. But I'm going to take you guys through the step-by-step guide today as well. So the first thing that you guys want to do is go to this website up top. And once you're here, you want to go into this section. It says don't have an account. And then it says sign up and link your MyNewJersey account. I believe that we can do the MyNewJersey account later as well, but we'll check that. So let's do that. Let's do this first. And so let's select one of these options. Option 1, starting a New Jersey-based business here is probably going to be the most likely choice. We have a New Jersey business already up and running, and an out-of-state business is probably not going to be the most likely options for most of our audience here. And we'll click next. And then it says industry, which industry best describes your business. This is going to be different for everybody, obviously, but we'll just go with our business here, which is accounting, bookkeeping, and tax preparation. And there's public accounting services. Will you provide certified public accounting services? We'll just select yes for the video, and we'll click show my guide here. So now it kind of brings us into like a step-by-step plan here. So we'll kind of go through some of these. The first one here is plan your business. So we'll go into the first one. It says write your business plan. So, there's a big old description here. You don't necessarily have to do this at the moment. It would be a good thing to do, but this isn't something that's like top priority. So let's just move on to the next. So the next section here is the NAICS code, I believe it's pronounced. I'm not really sure. But it'll make a suggestion for you here based off of what you selected in the beginning. So we selected accounting, bookkeeping, and tax. So it's suggesting this code right here, which is 541211, offices of certified public accountants. And you can also click on this as well. And once you click on the link, this is the page that it'll bring up, or the type of page that it'll bring up. So for the offices of certified public accountants, I would have to read through this and see if this made sense for my type of business. And you'll have the same type of thing for your business as well. Don't stress about it too much, because as far as I know, from what I've seen, it's used for like tax returns, like the code on the tax returns, and like registrations for the state and things like that. But I don't think it has too much of an effect other than that. So I wouldn't worry too much if it's an exact. Just try to get it generally in the right coding. And so we'll go ahead and click on the coding there, select that, and now it's going to bring up a box where it says link with MyNewJersey. So this is where you can now create the MyNewJersey account that we were talking about earlier. Click that, and then it'll bring up a login and account screen. Go ahead and fill out your full name, email, and then confirm the email. And then you can then create and link the MyNewJersey account. After all that's done, I'll meet you guys back at the screen we were at. And so you guys should now have this circle filled in. I can't fill it in because I'm not able to create another MyNewJersey account, but we're just gonna go ahead and move on to the next section. For the purposes of this video, we'll go ahead and select the LLC and make sure to save your business structure too. And then it should give you the second section here, which is the start. And then we'll go ahead and select the check available names and form your business section. So this section is also important. Again, this is another section where you might want to consult legal help, because if your name is similar to other businesses or a match to other businesses, etc., there could be legal issues there. So you definitely want to make sure that isn't a conflict. But you could usually avoid a lot of that if you differentiate enough and your business is in a different area. So the first thing that we can do here is just try a name. It could be Thomas Consulting LLC or something, and then we'll just check the availability, and then it'll tell us, if it already has a name like that, then we'll just try again. So you can just keep trying until you find a hit for whatever you're looking for. Now, in that example, like just using your first name, probably too generic. So I'm just giving another example here, like Thomas Michael Consulting, like your first and your middle, might be a little bit more specific. And then also don't use LLC when you're doing the availability search as well. Will also help. So now that we got a name, let's just review what would be next here. So let's just continue on. Okay, so it says link with MyNewJersey. So I'm not going to be able to go through the entire thing, but you do want to follow the rest of this through. So you see how it says name, business, contacts, billing, and review. So you want to follow the rest of this through, because after you do this, it'll give you your formation documents for New Jersey. And in order to register your business, you'll have to pay $125 at the moment for New Jersey. So you want to make sure you get all this set up, and then you will officially be formed in New Jersey once you follow this process through into the review. So you definitely want to make sure you do that. And so let's continue on to the get your EIN from the IRS, which is another very important step here. So it does give you this link here. Basically, you want to click that link, and then you want to scroll down on the IRS page and go down to the get an EIN section, and then click the apply for an EIN. Click OK, and then it'll give you this EIN assistant section, which you want to begin the application and follow that through. This section is free. You don't have to pay anything. So you just want to, it doesn't take too long, maybe 15-20 minutes. But you definitely want to do this as well, sooner rather than later, because then you'll have your New Jersey EIN and your IRS EIN all matched up. And also, you want to make sure that if you can, to do this section for the IRS after you do the New Jersey formation, because you're going to need your New Jersey business name to match up on this section as well. So you don't want to create any conflicts there. So now that we're back to this section, you can enter your EIN that you receive in this section. You can go ahead and save it when you're done. And then we'll move on to the next section, which is register your business for state taxes and employer purposes. So let's see, we have this link here. Hey guys, I kind of messed this section up, but I just want to let you know that you want to click the Get Started button up at the top here. I kind of go through this section and I show you the starting a business, which you could use that for informational purposes, but you basically want to click that Get Started button at the top and then just do the application process. So you can go ahead and enter your New Jersey tax ID into this box right here, and then just go ahead and save it when you're done. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next section, which is open your business bank account. So most of the documents that we created in this process you're going to need to open the bank account. They might ask for some other documents, but basically, you will want a business bank account because it definitely helps to keep your business and personal information separate, which is very important. Which it says down here, it says mixing your personal and business expenses may result in inaccurate tax filings. So you definitely want to make sure you at least have a business bank account, and you also might want to think about getting a credit card as well, just to help out with, getting maybe some rewards and things like that. But having both of those things, kind of like you would for, your personal life, do the same thing for a business as well. And the next thing here says get an insurance policy. Again, you might want to contact whoever you deal with for insurance. It gives some recommendations here. It says general liability, workers' comp, professional liability, motor vehicle, things like that. This is going to depend on whatever area that you work in. But definitely make sure to get your insurance. Don't want to have any issues there. And see the last section here. This last section, probably is different. Well, it definitely is different, but you're probably going to see different things depending on whatever area you're in. So mine says register your accounting firm. So I have to do that. And it says apply for your certified public accountant license is something that I have to do for my area, but there might be other things that you might have to do for your specific area as well at some point. All right, so I tried to cover as much as possible in this video without overwhelming you guys, but if you have any other questions about this process, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom. I appreciate you watching and have a blessed day.